All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Whiskey and Wrestling. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to come out with Super Smash Brothers rankings. This is going to be a heated topic. It's going to get a lot of hot takes, I'm sure. We're going to do a top 10 because it was frankly hard enough to find 10 people we knew who played Smash Brothers. But before we get into it, let's introduce my co-host. You may know him as Kyle, because his name's Kyle. He's my brother. And Kyle, how you feeling today?
What's going on, guys? Kyle here from Broforce One. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Obviously, Smash Bros. Has been a hot topic as of lately in this friend group, and I'm excited to be a part of this discussion. It's always good to throw a couple hot takes out there.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get, I hope you guys got the AC on. It's about to get real warm in here. Kyle, let's start with, we'll go through the 10 people we'll be ranking today, at least the top 10 in Columbus. Mm-hmm. Zach Deutsch, Chad Kinsley, Nisley? I don't know.
I think
whatever.
It's Nisley.
Yeah, Kinsley, I think, myth. Yeah, it's all Latin at this point.
Yeah.
Bradley Rosenthal, Kyle Dannenberger, Mark Dannenberger, Swanson, Akul, JT, Johnny, and Lento. Don't know why I said the full names for some and not for others, but let's get into it, Kyle. Number 10, who do you got?
Oh, number 10. It was kind of a toss-up for me. I haven't seen JT play Smash Bros. Before. I don't know if he's a good player. Have you heard of anything?
I feel like I've seen him play. I'm surprised you have him at 10. I'm sure he's not going to like that. There's some other people on this list I had projected much lower. But JT's a good start. Not a lot of experience. I don't remember him. He never really came over to our house to play, so that's always going to start you at a disadvantage.
And then number 9, I have Joshua Lento on my list. I know he's seen the whole aspect of playing Smash Bros, but I've never seen him actually get on the sticks.
Yeah, we're in agreement here. Lento, a guy who won 64, never been a big fan of. I've seen him play Mario Kart, consistently comes in fourth. And there's one thing I know, Mario Kart to Super Smash Brothers rankings, real similar in that regard. So, yeah, Lento, a comfortable 9. I don't think very many people are going to argue that one. So, yeah, let's go on. I've got Swanson. Now, this is one here. Number 8, Swanson. I only say that because, look, I've only seen him play a few games, and he's always the guy. If he's not last, he's third. He's not a top player. He's not adding anything. And so, for me, you got to have Swanson at 8 here.
Yeah, and I've heard rumors. I hear he's really good with Samus. I know Brad's been saying that about him, and he might be a good 2-person team player, but single player by himself, I don't see it.
Well, right, and I've heard he's good with Falcon, and whenever anyone's good with multiple characters and they're not the best player, it means they're probably awful.
Yeah,
you don't really want that. You never. And if
he's a good 2 to 3 knockout guy a game.
Well, and for all you numbers guys out there, Samus has a high damage threshold, so by nature that's keeping you in games longer. Yeah. Just by default when you're playing with people of equal to or even maybe better than skill. Let's keep it moving here because, we're only about 30% done with this list. At 7, I have Akul. Again, and my rationale for this is because not much experience. Haven't seen him play, but a good Mario Kart player.
Yeah, he's a great Mario Kart player from what I've heard. I've seen him playing video games before, so obviously he's going to boost him up. He's a great golfer, so his hand-eye's got to be decent.
Great hand-eye. I got to agree there. But, and again, he's not the 8, 9, 10. I'm sure he'd like to see himself at 7 or higher than 7. But, yeah, not right now. Maybe he gets a brand new 64 controller, gets a nice tight stick in there and really performs well. But, hey, he can really shoot up the list here coming forward. All right, let's keep it moving. We're at 6 here. We're almost to the top 5.
I think I have Johnny Staub.
Johnny Staub. Wow.
Was that where you got him at? Or?
I had him lower on the charts, but I'm comfortable with putting him at 6. He's a guy who, this isn't his, he's not a 64 man. He's really not a gamer per se. So even putting him at 6 is high. I do remember some good battles. He always does. He's really big to alliances. In the 4v1s we would run, he really did like the team up mentality, which it's the mental game of Smash that I really do feel like he excels.
When you think about it, and he really does. He knows how to pinch people in the game.
Right.
It's huge. The pinch ability is huge.
It's monstrous, truthfully. And then when you do that, and then he can apply pressure. That's his game plan here. He's coming out. It's a real aggressive style, and put him at 6 is good. And I really do think 6 through 10. It's not. They're all very bad.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't really.
They're not in it to win it.
They're not. One of those guys doesn't pick up an N64 controller, and I'm instantly like, oh wow, this guy came to play today. But no, that's fine. Now, this is where I think you make your money, and I think I'm comfortable saying this. I'm gonna have Zach Deutsch at 5.
Zach Deutsch at a 5 spot. Oh man, I would say he's a good 5 though.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say
take any team over the hill,
if I take 6 through 10 and I throw Zach right in there, he's winning those matchups, I think. So, yeah, it is. It's a step up. We're really starting to get into better players here, and you can tell. Guys who understand Smash Bros, who have many hours logged. And, this isn't a casual experience for them. This isn't, let me drink a Bud Light in an hour. Like this is getting it going. So that's good. Now here we go. I mean, the top 4.
Okay, yeah.
This is where I think,
the grades.
this is it. And again, much like 6 through 10 were the bottom of the barrels per se, I think that you can say 1 through 4, all guys who you put them on your team in a 2v2. You face off with them in a 1v1.
And I can say, relatively compared to everyone else on the list, these guys know all the buttons in Smash Bros.
Well, right, they understand. They understand. There's a Z button.
Yeah,
and
there's a Z button.
at the bottom of the controller.
Right trigger. There's a double jump. These guys know that. These guys.
They understand what get back means.
Yeah.
Grapple. Their grappling skills and your R buttons. So let's get in here and I'm saying for. I think we actually did a poll on Broforce1.com's Twitter, and who would rather have Kyle or Brad? And the answer is it was Kyle, so Brad at 4.
And no offense to Brad, great player. He's been playing Smash Bros with us growing up. It's just he's got sometimes when he's losing, he can just, choke a little bit.
Yeah, well, and he sees red. He really lets the anger get the better of him from time to time. And again, that takes away from raw skill, high-level skill that he possesses.
And that just shows in a night, can you really drag out that much anger throughout the night before you have to quit or something?
Right. You always wonder how many games, like, is he going to have to take a break? Is he going to have to come back? Those are questionable stats. And when you got a 2v2 and you need someone to step in, I don't know if you can trust Brad all the time.
Yeah, no, I would be afraid. They call him Forks. That is a part of it. I'm not sure why they call him Forks.
I'm sure there's a story there. It's got to be hysterical. But yeah, Forks. But then, of course, I think that leads into our 3. And in this one, this has got to hit a little home for you here, where we have Kyle.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm a 3. You know what? Looking at everyone else, I think the 1 and the 2 spot right now, just seeing by who's left on the top 10 list, not because I'm pissed being 3 or anything. Totally cool with it. Totally cool with it. I just feel like there's so much hype around those 1 and 2 guy we have on our list right now that it's almost impossible to crack it without somebody just going berserk on you.
There's a ton of hype. Look, and you're going to get a lot of kickback here. I mean, your 1 and 2 here are your Alabamas. Do they deserve to be in? I don't know, but they're getting the benefit of it. Those are the guys here. So, but would you maybe argue 3, Kyle, overrated? Is he much better than Zach? Is he much better than Brad? Does Johnny and Akul even kind of figure into this? What's the difference between Kyle and say, the 6s and the 7s?
I mean, looking at the list, obviously a lot of guys probably haven't played N64 in a while. A lot of these guys almost scoff at the video game culture we're in right now. And, I appreciate it, and I feel like I've evolved the older I've gone with the game. People who've been playing N64 Smash for 20 plus years will obviously burn out rate, but I haven't burned out yet. And I almost think I'm still growing, unlike maybe the people in the 1 and the 2 spot. Obviously, I'm not mad being in the 3 spot.
No, and guys, just a quick reminder, 20th anniversary of the N64 was in 2016, so, we're not dating anybody here by any stretch. But yeah, no, there's been a lot of hype, and one thing, maybe before we get to the top 2, we can talk about is this video game culture that has really swarmed the nation. We don't have a ton of time because this podcast has gone on for a little while. Just a few notes, video game culture.
Yeah, obviously video game culture, It used to be the nerds were playing video game culture, the kids who you would give wedgies out to on the playground. But now it's almost become like the sex appeal.
Oh, the sex appeal it's outrageous right now. I mean, it's at an all-time high. I mean, you go out to a bar and you want to hear about your Kirby combos. I can't even get a beer anymore without somebody asking me.
Oh my God! Someone drops the word Kirby combos. And I'm sorry, did I just hear every girl's panties at the bar hit the ground?
I mean, they're not anywhere close to where they should be. I'll tell you that much. No, it's so. And then I'm like, hey, can I get 2 Bud Lights? And then someone wants to talk to me about Star Fox's up kick, and I'm like, okay, relax. We understand it's a powerful move. If you want to be good, use that. But all right, we'll go 2-1 now. This is going to be pretty anticlimactic because. Number 2, we're gonna have Chad, and that's
Chad Nisley.
Right. He got a Nisley, Kinsale. Look, all the above. Good player, a lot of raw skill, a lot of talent, but you got to be able to in those 1v1s, to make it perform. And you'd like to see Chad, change his game a little bit. We've seen him do the 2v2s, we've seen him do the 1v1s. What about the 4v1s? What about the guys? You got 4 players, you got baseball bats, you got lightsabers. Where are you? The great players make it happen.
And you're afraid he could be almost one-dimensional, and that could separate someone from being a 2 spot to all the way down to like a 4 or 5 spot.
If not 6 or 7,
Yeah, the Empire could fall.
Look, these are liquid. A lot of room to move. I mean, we've literally never seen JT. I mean, JT, we could be talking about this next week, and he could be the 2. He could be the 1. I mean, we really don't know. Because we just don't have the experience.
And that's the thing I love about our rankings. They're liquid.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, it's right. Oh, my God, I'm so parched. Can I get some of those liquid rankings? But no, it's good. I think Chad at 2 is fine. And then Mark at 1.
Yeah, I think this was no surprise to anyone who was listening to this list.
Right when you heard the host, you had to figure there was going to be a strong bias here. But I think, proof's in the pudding. And... with winning that 1v1 with Chad was huge. And then keeping that momentum, being down 1v2 versus Deutsch and Chad and getting that W was nice.
And then, when you were challenged by Chad on several occasions, we've seen the 3-1 comebacks.
Yes.
We saw you almost just tear him apart.
Yeah. Look, it's all about multi-D. And it's keeping your Smash Bros. Game and keeping your options open. And I'm sure, again, the players you use. I would really like to see, as we progress forward, maybe a move away from Kirby. Maybe some hot fixes from the N64 console. Nintendo, help us out here.
Please.
But I think it'll be interesting. It's a good initial list in the Smash Bros. Be nice to revisit it from time to time. And I think for the first podcast, I think this was good. Kyle, any closing remarks on podcasting and or Smash Bros?
As always, you guys know this is the #1 podcast in Grandview, Ohio. No one's doing it as big as we are right now. Finally got the setup going, As always, tune in every week. Check Twitter. Check the polls. We're always updating that
So
stuff.
many polls. I can't tell you, again, that's where we get critical information. We're listening to you.
Yes.
We're not Activision. We're listening.
Yeah.
We're not EA. We're listening. Little video game culture stuff. So, no, just keep, at us, at Broforce1. Click link, subscribe. And share us with a friend. Share it with a buddy.
We love connecting, meeting new people.
Don't be afraid to smash that like button, guys. I don't even know there's a like button. There definitely won't be. It's not going to YouTube, but do it anyway for that one, team.
And as always,
ciao.